Take a damn number. We're dancing.
In Tom Clancy's Hawks, you get to fly around the world in exciting airplanes and see exotic locations and then bomb them.
We've been contracted by a client in the Persian Gulf.
Anybody else remember the movie Iron Eagle? Because that's how I felt when I was playing this game. I had my cassette player and headphones, and I'd insert a cassette tape of instead of Queen, I was listening to some awesome stock music. Nothing gets me in the mood to shoot down enemy airplanes like some steel drums. But that's irrelevant. This is Tom Clancy's Hawks, spelled with an X. The bottom line with this game is that if you like airplanes and jet fighters and flight games where you get to shoot down all kinds of enemies, you'll love this game. This is an arcade-style flight action combat game, which is very similar to Blazing Angels 2, which I reviewed a few months back, and I really enjoyed that game. They made a number of improvements here in Hawks. Most notably the controls. I found the controls in this game to be very good. Just like in Blazing Angels 2, there's a storyline that you start out flying for the United States Air Force, then you end up going over to a private contractor, a military private industrial complex kind of thing, and you know they're always going to end up being the bad guys in one way or another, and the story unfolds from there, what your character decides to do.
90 at 20. Ground target destroyed.
Although somewhat predictable, it's very entertaining, and this game is a lot of fun to play. I enjoyed the combat, the graphics are really nice, the gameplay is solid, there's a number of difficulty settings, and there's a huge online gameplay mode with this one as well. Hawks is available on the 360, PS3, and PC. We're watching the PlayStation 3 version. There's a whole bunch of missions in the game, and you can also fly training missions. You get more experience, and the more experience you have, the better weapons you can unlock. You also unlock more airplanes, and there's so many airplanes in this game.
Continue to engage. Please advise. Watch 2. Heads up, Reaper Flight. I'm picking up a new wave of interceptors closing on Drake. You heard the man, Reapers. Let's get this over with. Damn, I sure hope so. They gotta have half their Air Force up here as it is. Gun range.
The game mixes up the missions really well. A lot of air targets, a lot of ground targets. You end up flying different airplanes through different missions, and it's pretty much like what you see on screen. I found the controls to be excellent, and that's really my main concern with a game like this. I forget what it's called, but you can pull up that thing that you see on screen, and it will recommend flight paths to attack targets or intercept enemy airplanes or evade missiles.
We expect you to meet them. That means taking more risks and flying more aggressively, which is why we expect all Artemis pilots to make use of our new OFF enhanced flight system.
Evidently, if you have a flight stick, you can play with that. The whole off thing was kind of interesting. You can just sort of dislodge the camera and pull back a half mile and watch your plane do spins and flips in the air. Takes a little while to get used to, but it's kind of cool for intense dogfights because you get a better sense of what's going on around you. Also, these planes can more or less defy physics. Physics does not apply to them. They do everything except transform into giant robots and then destroy enemies with their fists, which really would have been a nice addition to this game. You can also keep your camera in the normal position for the off mode.
Transport ship approaching Botafogo Beach to unload heavy armor. Fox 2, Reaper Lead, use your ERS when attacking ground targets obscured by skyscrapers. It will indicate the optimal angle of approach. It's happening on the ground. Over. Fox 2, Sergeant Missile, position around the presidential palace. Taking fire from any position around the perimeter. I want to hear some more targets. Understood, Captain. Reaper Flight, get Dragon 2-6, all the support you can. We've got enemy tanks moving near the stadium. Take them out now. Taking a hell of a beat down here. This isn't an attack. Full-scale invasion. Crenshaw, you picked up a radar lock. Missile, evade. Enemy aircraft shot down.
Hawks is pretty straightforward. This is a nice, well-made, action-packed airplane explosion fest. It's an easy game to pick up and play if you are experienced at this kind of a flight game, and if you choose to master it, it does have higher difficulty settings, and the online gameplay gives this game a high replay value. So if you'd like to take airplanes and blow the crap out of things, go and buy Hawks. It's got a nice replay mode too.
This is the USS James Lawrence. You are interfering with the
If you want to memorize every control and realistically fly airplanes, there's other games for you, but this one's more about explodey goodness.
Weapon launch. On their radar. In the air. Use countermeasures. Roger that. Engaging now.